Death Note is a high-stakes psychological thriller that explores the thin line between justice and villainy. Here's a breakdown of the full story. 1. The discovery and the birth of Kira. The story begins with Light Yagami, a brilliant but bored high school student who finds a mysterious black notebook titled Death Note. The rules state that any human whose name is written in it will die, provided the user knows their face. Initially skeptical, Light tests the book and realizes its power is real. He is soon visited by Ryuk, a Shinigami, god of death, who dropped the book into the human world out of sheer boredom. Light decides to use the notebook to cleanse the world by killing criminals, aiming to become the god of a new world. As criminals begin dying of unexplainable heart attacks, the public dubs this mysterious killer Kira, the Japanese pronunciation of killer. 2. The game of cat and mouse, Light vs. L. The high volume of deaths attracts the attention of L, the world's greatest detective. L is a reclusive genius who quickly deduces that Kira is in Japan and can kill without being present. The first half of the series is a legendary psychological battle. The task force, L joins forces with the Japanese police, including Light's own father, Soichiro Yagami, Misa Amane, a famous model, and second Kira, who possesses a death note and Shinigami eyes, allowing her to see names/lifespans. She falls in love with Light and becomes his tool. Light's strategy. Light eventually joins the investigation team to get close to L, intending to discover L's real name and kill him. 3. The turning point. Light eventually outmaneuvers L by manipulating a Shinigami named Rem. To protect Misa from being caught by L, Rem is forced to write L's real name in her own death note. Since a Shinigami cannot use the notebook to extend a human's life, by killing their enemy, Rem dies in the process. L dies, and for several years, Light operates as both the new L and Kira, seemingly winning the war and establishing a world where crime has plummeted due to fear. 4. The final arc, Nier and Mello. Two successors to L emerge from an orphanage called Whammy's House. Nier, logical and calm, and Mello, impulsive and aggressive. They take different paths to catch Kira. Mello uses the Mafia and kidnapping to force Light's hand. Nier leads the SPK, Special Provision for Kira, and begins to suspect Light, just as L did. Light uses a proxy, Teru Mikami, to carry out his killings while he is under surveillance. However, Mello's reckless actions inadvertently lead to a mistake by Mikami, which allows Nier to prove that Light is Kira. 5. The ending, the fall of a god. In a final showdown at a warehouse, Nier reveals he has swapped Mikami's real death note with a fake. When Mikami writes the names of everyone except Light, no one dies, exposing Light's identity. Cornered and desperate, Light has a mental breakdown. He is shot multiple times by Matsuda, a member of his own task force. Wounded, Light flees the warehouse. As he lies dying on a staircase, Ryuk, reminding Light of their pact from the beginning, writes Light Yagami in his own death note. The conclusion, Light dies alone, neither a god nor a hero, proving that those who use the death note shall experience neither heaven nor